Sister Norah. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Could you explain what you do here in St. Francis?
St. Francis was started some years back. That was in 2007. And the main idea of coming up with a home was after our first sisters visited the families around and realized there were very many children with disabilities. And during that time, the stigma was so high that they could not expose the children. So they used to keep them in the houses. So the sisters used to go to their homes, collect information, and they realized the children were not even receiving the services while they were in their homes. So they said, what are we going to do to help the children receive continuous services? Because they could visit only once in their homes and they didn't have the occupational therapist, the physiotherapists were not there. So they came up with an idea of building this structure so that all the children could be brought here. And then in 2009, it was registered, accepted, because it was the community initiative supported by our first sisters. So then they started bringing in the children in 2010 for the enrollments. Then the enrollment during those days, because they realized around 10 to 17 children, that is what they started with. So it picked slowly by slowly. And as we speak now, there are more than 30 children inside here. But now that is not even enough because we still have more children outside and we like to reach many. So the idea of outreach program was started so that those who are not able to reach here, we reach them. And in reaching them, we have to travel now. Challenges of traveling, though we want to serve, we want to help the children, but the challenges of traveling and the personnel, how to sustain the personnel, like occupational therapists, like paid by, like doctors, their training, you can't compare their payment with any other person. But the payment for them is very high. For us, the challenge is, yes, we want to help the children, but how? So we came up with that idea of partnering with other dispensaries for the purpose of giving us only the space. We need the space. We'll provide our own, like social workers, transport, and the occupational therapist transport to the places. But now we have to partner with the dispensaries. For the space first, and then also, most of the children are malnourished. So we'll get nutritional information or support from the dispensaries. Because when we come back here, we don't have a hospital here, but we know this child needs to have these types of supplements or diet, even for him or her to pick up very fast.
And so, do you think Progetto Lucy Smile is helping to bring help to also child that can't come here?
Very well. The outreach programs had stopped because our first donor delayed to respond. They started, but they stopped. So Progetto Lucy Smile came in at the very perfect time. We say they are our angels. They saved the situation because Paulo said we are going to take care of the outreach programs.
Okay.
We'll be sending you transport for the 3 staff who go for those outreaches. And not only that, for outreaches, they said, since these children come from very poor families, we'll get some funds to support them, like you buy them food for those who are very poor, and then you can start an income generating activity for them.
Okay.
So we got the views from the parents. How are we going to help you? They said you can get us maybe a chicken or a goat to start us an income generating activity so that these children can get eggs, can get milk from the goat so they can sell and take the children to school. So thanks to Progetto Lucy Smile.
Thanks to you because for what you did and what you are still doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.